The Owl Who Couldn't Growl. Written by Susan Rich Brooke. Illustrated by Elisa Patrisi. Sunbird Books. The forest was quiet. There wasn't a sound. A little owl blinked as he looked all around. The world was wide beyond his tree, and he longed to talk with the friends he could see. He had something to say. He wanted to speak. He was just beginning to open his beak. When all of a sudden, the little owl heard the most amazing growl. The growl was so loud, all the creatures could hear it, not just the ones who were right up near it. The growl was so strong, it made the trees shake. That was the sound the owl wanted to make. Grr, grr. So he sat up tall in his treetop nest. He fluffed up his feathers and puffed out his chest. He tried to repeat the sound he had heard, but growling's not easy to do for a bird. A squirrel called up to the owl in the tree, "Try starting small with a squeak like me." So, instead of a growl, the owl tried to squeak, but the sound refused to come out of his beak. A moose came to see what the fuss was about. "Try a bellow," he said. "Breathe out from your snout." The owl took a breath and then let it loose. But nothing he tried made him sound like a moose. The owl couldn't bizz or buzz or coo or croak or grunt. He tried those sounds too. The owl couldn't trill or honk or howl or snark or bark or yip or yowl. The owl couldn't roar or purr or bleat. He was just about to admit defeat, when a wise old owl with the soothing sound of flurrying feathers came swooping down. She took the little owl under her wing, and with a whistling voice, she began to sing. Rather than wish to be who you are not, you can choose to be proud of all that you've got. Every creature who lives in the forest adds their own special song to the chorus. The little owl listened, and he made a choice, and when he did, he discovered his voice. It wasn't the voice of a wolf on the prowl. It was the voice that belonged to the owl. He wanted to speak. He had something to say, and he would say it out loud in his own owlish way. He fluffed up his feathers and puffed out his chest, and then the owl did what owls do best. Yip! Honk, trill, snort, snort, bzz, bzz, squeak, howl, yowl, grunt, chirp, chirp, coo, coo. Though the forest was noisy, all the creatures could hear when the owl who couldn't growl. Whoo! Hooted strong and clear.